So I teach 3 classes in the Forensic Nursing Certificate program. I have an interest in both criminal justice and forensic investigations and in nursing. My mother was a nurse, so I grew up looking through her nursing books. I had a strong interest, but I also, like I said, have a strong interest in criminal investigation. So I actually have several degrees in forensic technology. Explore. If you can go to different, especially now that community events are starting to happen again, if the fire department is holding an open day on fire protection, go talk to them. What do they do when they get to the crime scene? Or what do they do when they realize they're working with the crime victim? If the police department is holding an open thing, or if you see an officer at something and it's okay for you to go up and chat with them, go chat with them. If you have a community service officer, go talk to them. Get some community contacts going and see what information they have and see if they can hook you up with someone that has more information about what you're interested in. I don't share this with several of the classes, but my students taking the introduction to forensic pathology find out that I was actually trained as an autopsy technician. So I learned how to do the autopsies hands-on, and so I can bring that experience to them. So the introduction to forensic pathology is my favorite class because I can bring my experiences from working with the pathologist and actually doing the homicide investigation. I can bring that experience to the students. So the 3 most important skills that I learned when I was going through training and I pass on to my students are to keep an open mind when you gather information. This is something that patrol officers often have to deal with, is the person that initially looks like the suspect may actually be the victim. So you have to keep an open mind when you're gathering information. Another part that's really important for nurses is to use the correct forensic terms. And we go over that quite a bit in the classes. Is I want you to use the correct terms because that's going to be really important as the investigation continues, if this goes on to prosecution. And then I also give my students a realistic look at what is involved with being a forensic nurse. You can't, if you have someone who's been a victim of crime, you can't just hold their hand and say it's going to be okay, because it's not. I actually worked with clients who were later killed by their abuser. You have to have that reality and that knowledge to not give them a false sense of hope, but to tell them, I'm going to do what I can. This is my role, but the ultimate decision is yours. So I'm an expert pelican rescuer. I've been in jail and I have a pilot's license. Found a way to combine my kayaking interest with checking on pelicans, and I became an expert on rescuing pelicans who were tangled in fishing line. I rescued over 300 pelicans. I have been in jail, but it's as a forensic technician. I've never been arrested. And the pilot's license, I enjoy flying. I have been up with pilots, but I don't have my own license. So I'm looking forward to seeing you in class and guiding you through the material.